Ended off yesterday at 1907. The vehicle was at this particular address near William Street in Norwood at 1907. Then at 1921, 14 minutes after arriving, the vehicle departed from the said location.
Imoto ke ifike kuyo leyo ndawo leyo yahamba ngemva kwemizuzu eyi-14.
The vehicle proceeded through the streets and moved back to the address at Waverley Road. Previously we referred to that as the flats.
Qhubeke njalo imoto yahamba kumgwaqo uRay Valley yabuyela kuleyo ndawo le besithe ama-flat.
And the vehicle arriving there at 1941.
Yona ifike isikhathi uma sithi 1941.
At 22 minutes past 8 that same evening, my lord, of the 21st of June, the vehicle then again departed from the said location.
Ngalolo suku imizuzu ma i-22 ngemva kwehora lesishiyagalombili yona imoto iye yasuka futhi.
And the vehicle drove in the neighborhood
Yashayela khona lapho kuleyo ndawo eseduze.
and joining the N3 towards Heidelberg, my lord.
Qine seyingena kumgwaqo uHeidelberg ku-N3.
The vehicle shortly after joining or departing of the or getting onto the N3, it went off again in the direction of the N12 in a easterly direction, model.
Uma iqeda ukungena ku-N3 yaqhezuka futhi ingena ku-N12 iya ngase mpumalanga.
And the vehicle proceeded along the N12 in the general direction of Benoni.
Qhubeke njalo imoto kuyo u-N12 iya ngase Benoni.
The vehicle left the N12 using Great North Road.
Yaqhezuka ke ku-N12 yangena ku-Great North mgwaqo wakhona.
Traveling down Great North Road with a vehicle entering a area in Daling Cross.
Yangena ke kanjalo ke yagcina seyikuthi ingena emgaqweni noma endleleni ebizwa iDaling Cross.
The vehicle arrived at that Daling Cross area around about 15 minutes past 9 the evening of 21 June.
Ifike ebusuku kuleyo ndawo ke yale ndawo iGreat North eDaling yona ifike ngo9:15.
And my lord, at 13 minutes past 10 that same evening, the vehicle switched off at the location, and it was stationary there for the rest of this day and has not moved from there, my lord. The location I'll just bring up now.
Iteke imizuzu mase i-13 ngemva kwehora leshumi ntambama kulayi ukuthi imoto iyeyama ayizange isasuka lapho kufikela ilanga lelo lize liphele lishona.
Sorry, you say it parked at what time?
My lord, at
30 past?
13 minutes past 10, my lord.
Past 10, okay.
Yeah.
Inkosi yenkantolo beyibuza nje ukuthi uthe imoto ipake ngobani isikhathi.
Now the internet is playing up again, my lord. I don't know if it's load shedding or something at this point in time.
Maybe it's
If I can try it maybe in a different way. Having difficult times today, my lord. But this address being the Benoni I'd like to show it to you, but that's the Benoni garage where the vehicle he testified
Oh, yeah.
yesterday was on the 22nd and the 24th, my lord.
That's it.
le ndawo leyana ila egarage eBinoni njengoba bese sekuphanwe ngobufakazi izolo ukuthi imoto iye yama laphayana egarage yaseBinoni. Sukele lokho futhi internet ayifuni ukuqhubeka.
It's fine. You've already mentioned that location is to be clear. And just finally, over and above this particular vehicle that you've been testifying about, the Toyota Fortuner, did you receive any further requests from the police regarding other vehicles?
My lord,
As to whether they were fitted with
there were requests.
auto vehicle locator?
There were requests, my lord, for other vehicles. Excluding this particular vehicle in question, there was a request for 4 other vehicles to be supplied with AVL reports, my lord. But these vehicles were not fitted with AVL. I can reference the registration numbers if it would please the court. It is
Yes.
Hotel Papa.
Yeah, just mention that in the normal way.
Okay, HP 39 KB GP with police registration BVK 358B. The second vehicle FK 31MM for Mike, both of them GP. Police registration BTR 592B. The next vehicle BW 01ZR GP with police registration BSR 619B. And the last vehicle being DZ30BR GP, police registration BTS 979B, my lord.
Manje ke ngaphandle kwale moto iFortuner le bekaningi bekade kugijezwe untanzi kuyo, zikhona ezinye imoto mhlawumbe oye wacelwa ukuthi usihlolele usinike ireport efana nale eye AVL. Uthi yebo zikhona imoto ezacelwa ukuthi ngenze ireport yakhona ye-AVL, kodwa lezo imoto lezo bezingafakwanga lento le ebizwa u-AVL. Nazi imoto zakhona ama number plate u-HP 39K BGP, bese inombolo yakhona yesiphoyisa beku BVK 358B, esibini beku FK 31MMGP. Number plate yakhona yesiphoyisa u BTR 592B, bese enye kuba u BW01ZRGP. Number plate yesiphoyisa u BSR 619B, eyokugcina u DZ30BRGP. Number plate yakhona yesiphoyisa u BTS 979B. Lezo imoto bezingafakwanga le AVL echazwayo, ukodwa kuthiwa ziye zasetshenziswa.
The makes of the vehicle available?
My lord, I don't have that make and models of those vehicles available.
Uyazi ukuthi le imoto lezi ewuchazile bekuyinhlobo zini zemoto, uthi cha anginalo lelo lwazi ukuthi bekuyinhlobo yeni yemoto.
Is there anything else that you want to?
My lord, that's the data we've discussed and presented.
Ikhona enye into futhi mhlawumbe ongathanda ukuyigcwalisela othi cha yiko lokho besikade ngicelwe ukuthi ngikwenze futhi nguyenzile umsebenzi wami.
Thank you, my lord.
Yeah, just before Mr. Mnisi starts cross-examining, you know, yesterday, when you were testifying about the vehicle, the Fortuna at Baragwanath Hospital,
Correct, my lord?
I live there. I've lived there since 1960. That area.
Yeah.
They may say I'm giving evidence. But there is an overhead bridge at Baragwanath Hospital. Were you aware of it?
My lord, I've been in that area once in my life, so I'm not too afraid with the area.
Now just check on your Google. The traffic there parks on the open ground where there are vendors, etc., etc. There's the Seri Hospital, there's Deep Proof Protea Hotel. Nobody traverses normally, crosses that main road. There are people who do that, but normally when you cross the main road onto Baragwanath Hospital, you walk onto a bridge, a pedestrian bridge.
Yeah.
So this vehicle, if it's going to Muroka, going from Ereton, it moves around that area, Chris Hani. So I just said I should mention it because nobody mentioned it. Just check
thank you
if
very
that
much.
bridge is there. Because you spoke about a roof which could possibly interfere with the reception of the GPS. You remember?
My lord, absolutely.
I'm not giving evidence. That's what I just...
Manje ke nayi enye into inkantolo iveza nami ngize ngiyachazeka inkantolo ithi ihlale ngale ngaseBaragwana ngikhulele ngakhona na ngalesikhathi njengoba inkantolo ichaza ukuthi ngaseBaragwana kunelinye iblock abantu abangenayo eBaragwana basebenzisa leliya block manje izolo uma ephana ngobufakazi ungodi uthe imoto mhlawumbe kungenzeka ukuthi ingenile lapha yana eBaragwana inkantolo iyayichaza ukuthi ngaleso sikhathi kubonakala ukuthi imoto yayikade mhlawumbe idlula lapha yana kuleli block ingakho iye yayenza iGPS unlocked njengoba ungodi bekase kashilo ukuthi iGPS unlock leyana yenzakala uma imoto ihamba endaweni ukuthi ayikwazi ukuthi iGPS ibo manje ke inkantolo ithi ayikusuka ukuthi iphana ngobufakazi yona iyabonisa nje ukuthi leya ndawo siyayazi sijwayele futhi kunaleli block nangokho abanye abantu bangalisebenzisi uma bengena esibhedlela badlula emgaqweni kodwa kakhulu kusetshenziswa lelo block imoto azihambi lephezulu zihamba ngaphansi.
Internet is giving me a hard time this
Okay,
morning.
yeah,
my
no,
lord.
I understand.
But I'll try. Keep trying.
Uthi uzozama ukubuyela kuyo leya ndawo njengoba inkantolo iveza ke.
Mr. Ramsby, anything you want to say?
No, man, what I'm saying to my learned colleague that even the journalists are saying there's no internet connection with them as well.
Oh, is that so? Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
No, it's going to be difficult, my lord.
Yeah, fine.
Without
Okay.
the internet.
We can adjourn. No, I was just taking judicial notice of that. That is that bridge is the only access one has when you come from the west or you come from the north or from the east and you want to access Baragwanath, you are not driving a vehicle. You're a pedestrian. You've got to go over that bridge.
manje lelo bloko elase Baragwana uma usuka
We can
ngase
check it later.
hlangothini lase Black Chain gibela ke lelia bloko ngeinyawo imoto aziyi inkantolo nayo ithi akusukuthi iphana ngobufakazi ifuna nje ukucacisa ukuthi lelia bloko likhona uma uhamba ngeinyawo. Neintatheli nazo zithi i-internet yabahlupha akusukuthi ihlupha ungoti yedwa.
So what do we do? Do we adjourn or until the internet?
I don't know if it's load shedding, because that normally affects the
Oh yeah.
the environment. Maybe there's questions that I can try and answer in the meantime, if that would please, my lord.
The very question.
Now,
Oh yeah. Okay, fine. Mr. Mnisi, cross-examination.
As it please the court, madam. I think the information that I wanted to get on the previous occasion, I got it.
I can't hear you.
I'm sorry, madam. I'm saying the information that I was trying to get from this witness the last time at which my cross-examination was stopped short. I think I got it. I no longer have question to the witness, madam.
Why do you say your cross-examination was stopped short?
Maybe it came out. It came out in a rather.
I never stopped you. What happened was,
Yes, madam.
you said it won't be profitable for you to cross-examine
Yes.
Mohano before you have heard Mr. Dupree.
Yes, madam.
You would rather reserve your cross-examination for that exigence.
Yes. Now, insofar as this witness is concerned,
Before you could proceed, then you said you have, with your colleagues, you request an adjournment. There's something you want to discuss with your clients. You said 5 minutes adjournment. I adjourned for 40 minutes. After that, I was called back that you have decided to approach this witness with the information which you want him to check using his coordinates.
yes, my lord. But then it will be recorded, my lord,
Yeah.
that in the course of my cross-examination, I put it to the witness
Yeah.
that information on record has it that there were some deviations in respect of the movement of the motor vehicle.
No, true.
Yes. So then this witness then said, no, I can go and prepare
That's
just to
it.
indicate the proper movement of the motor
Of the vehicle.
vehicle. Now, having listened to him in terms of his explanation, I no longer have any cross-examination.
Okay, fine.
No
No
questions
problem.
to him, my lord.
No
Thank you.
questions to you. Yes, Mr. Ngumalo.
Thank you, my lord. I have no questions to the witness.
You also don't have questions. Ms. Mshololo?
My lord, I do have questions, but I just want to ask for just 5 minutes adjournment, my lord, to share my questions I have with my learned friends first.
Okay, 5 minutes.
take all the questions, my lord.
Mr.
Munyeki.
Oh, okay, fine. Yes, sir, let's hear you.
As it pleases the court, my lord. My lord, for the record, my name is
Munyeki.
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 M-O-N-Y.
Umosotho monna, Munyeki.
Yes, yes.
What about the Sotho?
Yes, my lord.
Yes.
Yes.
Fine.
Mr. Dubris, good morning to you.
Morning, sir.
Yes. Mr. Dubris, we have few questions for clarity. My questions relate to the 18th of June, 2020.
Allow me just, my lord, to note the 18th here.
Uthi ke banemibuzo embalwa ukuthi bafuna ukuyicacisa nje futhi imibuzo yabo imibuzo emayelana nalelanga le-18 zika June 2020.
Ready, my lord.
Thank you. We now know that the trip started at Pretoria North Police Station on that day. Is that correct?
No, my lord. The trip actually started at the flats of the place we refer to as the flats. That's
Yeah.
the first entry at 5 o'clock on the 18th.
Umeli bekathi sesiyazi ukuthi lolu hambo liqale ePretoria uthi cha uhambo lolu luqale emafletini la ukuthi isikhathi bekade kusekuseni ihora lesihlanu.
You are correct. Let us look at around 8:15, where the vehicle was at 8:15 in the morning.
My lord, at 8:11, the vehicle was indeed at the Pretoria North Police Station.
Asibheke ke ukuthi uma isikhathi ku 8:15 beyikuphi imoto uthi isikhathi uma sithi 8:11 ngempela imoto yayikade laphayana esiphoyiseni ePretoria.
And from that Pretoria North Police Station, it proceeded to Carlton. Is that correct?
Let me just confirm, my lord.
Ukusuka ke ePretoria North imoto ngalelo langa iye yaya eCarltonville uthi iTinberg isise Nkosi yenkantolo.
That is indeed correct, my lord.
Uthi iqiniso ke iye yaqhubeka yaya eCarltonville.
What time did it arrive at Carlton?
My lord, the first ignition off I have in the Carltonville area was at 25 minutes past 10, my lord.
Manje ifike nini imoto laphayana eCarltonville uthi la mina ngibona ukuthi ibhale ukuthi ngemizuzu e25 ngemva kwehora lesishume ekseni kula imoto yayikade ifika eCarltonville.
What is the exact location at that place?
My lord, I can now give it in two ways. It's either the image on the map as it is there. I can maybe add a bit of a satellite image to it. That would make it easier for everybody. That is the location there, my lord, that is on the mine premises.
Mine premises.
Yeah, and if we need to look at a coordinate, that would be the coordinates of the vehicle.
Ma le ndawo lena ibizwani ikuphi ke le ndawo la mayifika eCarltonville uthi ngayinika ngendawo ngeindlela ezimbini ngingahle ngithi uma sibheka sengikhipha ke isithombe sakhona kuzobonakala ukuthi kusemayini futhi ngingahle ngiyikhiphe ke ngemigwaqo ikubonisa ukuthi komuphi umgwaqo.
This mine we're talking about, is it Sibanye mine?
My lord, I recall yesterday it was referenced as Sibanye. Let me just bring up the map here just for everybody to make sure it's the same location we're referring to.
Imayini lesikhuluma ngayo imayini yeSibanye uthi ngiyakhumbula izolo kuye kwakhulunywa ngayo iSibanye kodwa ithi ngiyiveze la esithombeni sazi ukuthi vele sikhuluma ngendawo eyodwa.
My Lord, indeed, it's on the grounds of Sibanye Stillwater Driefontein mine and 8 shaft.
uthi ke yebo iyabonakala ukuthi silaphayana esibanye Driefontein 8 shaft.
Thank you. From Sibanye mine, where did the vehicle go?
My Lord, on that day, from arriving, now I'm just going to do a replay of the vehicle.
Sorry, Mr. Dupres, before that question.
Oh,
Yeah, at Sibanye Gold or Sibanye mine, how long did it remain there?
how long did the?
Did the vehicle remains there?
My Lord, and I'll go through the replay quickly just to get to the time.
Yes.
But after arriving there at 10:25,
Yes.
and I'm playing the replay as it is. Going the wrong direction, apologies. There's the vehicle arriving, there's the ignition off at 10:25. Now the vehicle is on premises of the mine, remaining in the mine area.
Manje
That's the
laphayana.
first time it left. So at round about 16 minutes past 5, my Lord, is the first record I have of the vehicle actually going out the mine premises.
Manje ke yabonisa ukuthi imoto isoloko ilaphayana emayini kubonakala ingathi imini yonke ngoba ingene emayini ngo-10:25 yona ize iyaphuma manje kula izobonakalisa ukuthi iyahamba isikhathi uma sisekuyimizuzu eyi-16 ngemva kwehora lesihlanu.
Mr. Dupres, if we calculate these hours from 10:25 to 17 hours, how many hours does it give us? More or less? I'm trying to calculate. My
My
math is
Lord,
not sure.
that would be 35 past 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Almost 7 hours, my Lord.
7.
It's slightly less than 7 hours, my Lord, but
Manje ke uma sibheka ke ukuthi ime laphayana emayini imoto isikhathi esingakanani uthi ngahle ifike mhlawumbe laphayana umahora angaba ayisikhombisa.
Mr. Dupres, yesterday when you testified, you said the vehicle remained in the vicinity of Carltonville for some time, doing up and down. Is that still your evidence?
my Lord, if I can show the court my reference to the vehicle being up and down, 8:25 arriving at Sibanye Gold, and then the trips in that area. There's the first trip, a second trip, a third trip, a fourth trip, trip C5, and then the vehicle left. So, general reference Carltonville, Sibanye mine, the vehicle was in that vicinity for the duration of the time.
Uthi ke izolo uye wathi imoto ibekade izulazula laphayana eCarltonville. Uthi uma ngiyibheka lana ubonisa ka indlela ukuthi imoto ibekade ilibele iduma idume iyama indla ngamahlandle amahlanu. Ingakho ethi ibekade izula laphayana eCarltonville kodwa ibonisa ukuthi yayikade isemayini.
These up and down trips that you are talking about, are you able to assist the court as to where were they?
Yeah, my Lord, I can do so.
Njengoba uthi yayikade izula laphayana eCarltonville ungakwazi ukusitshela ukuthi beyikuphi uthi yebo ngakwenza lokho.
For this purpose, my Lord, I'll just put on a satellite view, giving a bit better perspective to what's happening. So that's the location where the vehicle was.
Manje ke ukuthi ngizokwazi ukuninceda ke ngizoibeka ukuthi imoto ibonakale kusukela phezulu eqaleni naku la imoto ibekade ikhona.
The vehicle then goes to this location, my Lord. That's where the second trip, or the trip stopped.
bese imoto iya la kule ndawo kula imoto iye yama okwesibini.
And I'll see if Google's got a better image of it, my lord.
Uzozama ukubona ukuthi mhlawumbe angathola isithombe
That would,
esingabonakala.
according to Google, my lord, that is the Sibanye Stillwater Protection Services, where the vehicle stopped.
Ukuya ngalesithombe ibonakalisa ukuthi kusesibanye la ukuthi kuvikelwa ngakhona.
The vehicle then moved away from the same location back to where it originally was.
Yasuka ke khona lapho yabuyela la bekade ime khona ekuqaleni.
And if we use that on Google, it's most likely in the parking area over here, my lord.
Manje endaweni yesibini ibonisa ukuthi yayikade ikwi parking.
The vehicle then went back to the protection services area we previously had.
Imoto yabuyela futhi emuva la be kule ndawo esithe kule ndawo iye protection service.
And from there it went to a new location,
Suka lapho yaya endaweni entsha
being the Sibanye Hospital area, my lord.
yaya ke ngasesibhedlela sesibanye.
It then went, I think this is the same location, let me just confirm. Yeah, it left the hospital area, came back to the hospital area, my lord.
Yasuka ke esibhedlela yabuyela futhi khona esibhedlela sasesibanye.
And that's where it left the Sibanye from there, my lord.
Kula ukuthi yahamba ke yasuka ke esibanye.
Mr. Duprez, are you able to assist us with the distance between where it was originally and to the protection services of Sudan?
My lord, it will take me a bit of time, but I can do it.
Ngakwazi ukusitshela ukuthi bekubukude obungakanani kusuka la imoto yayikhona ukuya laphayana kule protection services futhi izothatha isikhathi kodwa ngingakwenza lokho.
Just make sure, yeah. It's about 4 kilometers, my lord. That's, and maybe let me just explain what I did. It's from where the vehicle started. I reset the auto column, and then I played it, and you'll see as the vehicle moves, showing on the screen, there's the total auto replay. So it adds up to the point where the vehicle stops around about 4 kilometers, my lord.
Manje ke kuyabuzwa ukuthi ubukude ungakwazi ukusitshela ungoti uyabonakalisa laphayana uthi kubonakala kungaba amakilometer amane.
Oh, that's my apologies. That was the first trip. Is that the only one you wanted to see?
Yeah. Distance from protection services to the hospital?
Manje ke ungasitshela ke ubukude ukusuka ku protection service ukuya laphayana esibhedlela.
My lord, the vehicle didn't go directly to the hospital. It went to this parking area first, and then from there, it actually returned to the protection services.
imoto ayivelanga yasuka ku protection service yaya esibhedlela ibuyele eparking yaphinda futhi yabuyela ku protection service.
There it went to the hospital. That's around about 3 kilometers, my lord.
Bese ke yaya esibhedlela okungathatha mhlawumbe amakilometer amathathu.
You are now talking about the parking area. Where is that parking area in relation to the Simunye premises?
My lord, if I can show on the screen here. So this is the parking area referred over here.
Ngizobonakalisa ke kulo yamfanekiso iparking ila bekade ekhombe khona.
Protection services is over here.
I-protection service ilapho.
And then the hospital, I must just find you quickly.
Sizothola ke ukuthi isibhedlela sikuphi.
And this is the hospital, so I'll try and get everything. I won't get it onto one screen, but that's the hospital. And if the court would just follow, my lord, the hospital being over there, the parking area, and protection services being over here. So that's the hospital, and that's protection services, my lord. And then obviously the parking area being way out of this over here.
Uthi le indawo ngeke akwazi ukuthi azihlanganise zibe umfanekiso owodwa kodwa isibhedlela yikula kulihlaza khona besibhakabhaka bese la ezansi i-protection service bese ngalana phezulu uma uyale kula i-parking ikhona.
And how long did the vehicle remain in the parking area?
Imoto ime isikhathi esingakanani eparking?
My lord, the vehicle firstly stopped in that parking area at 10:25, and it was there for a very short while. Then it moved to the security services. When it came back, it stopped in the parking area again from a minute past 12 till 12:58. So that makes it just short of an hour, about 57 minutes, my lord.
Imoto ke lapha eparking ime isikhathi esingakanani uthi kula ifikele khona yasuka futhi ithe mayibuya yona ibuye sekusele nje imizuzu emibili ngaphambi kokuthi kushaye ihora lokuqala emini. Manje kusho ukuthi mhlawumbe ime isikhathi esingalingani nemizuzu engaba 17 noma 19.
My question that I asked you previously is that how far is this park in relation to the Simunye premises?
Simunye premises.
Sibanye premises.
It's on the Sibanye premises, my lord.
Yes, yes.
So, in relation to that is what you see on the map here is everything. It's Sibanye premises, my lord.
Uthi yonke le ndawo le uyibonayo lapha yana kusesibanye. manje imoto yayikade ime eSibani.
Do you agree, sir, that Carltonville is a very small town?
My lord, I haven't been in Carlton recently, but the last time I was there, it's not that small. Compared to Pretoria, yes my lord, it's small, but compared to a town in the Free State, it's big.
Uthi ke manje uyavuma ukuthi iCarltonville idorobha elincane uthi kudala ngayi kodwa akusukuthi iCarltonville idorobha elincane kakhulu kodwa uma libandakanisa nePretoria yebo incane kodwa uma ungalibandakanisa nelinye idorobha lase Free State Carltonville inkulu.
Maybe my lord, just, and I know it's not the greatest image on the screen there, but if we look at the greater Carltonville being the area I'm circling here versus the mine area over here, then the Carltonville is fairly sizable against the mine area, my lord.
Yeah, it's huge. It's just residential areas also.
Yeah, correct.
And
my
it had
lord.
a football team coached by a famous South African coach, Sheikh Mashaba. So it's a fairly huge area.
Yeah.
And it has a location or two.
Yeah, Kutsong sits there to the west of Carltonville, my lord. Welverdiend is almost also part of the area, so it's a fairly sizable community.
Sanda kubonisa ke ungoti laphana esikhombeni ukuthi iCarltonville yona ingakanani futhi nemayini laphana ingakanani. Inkantolo ithi yebo yindawo engaba inkudlanyana ngoba kunelinye iqembu elike laqeqeshwa umqeqeshi owaziwayo la eMzantsi Afrika uSheikh Mashaba.
Fair enough, sir. Now, Mr. Dubris, we know that the vehicle on that day, it spent at least 7 hours in Carlton. Is that correct?
My lord, actually just slightly less, for being particular, slightly less than 7 hours, but 7 hours, take a few minutes, it's okay. Yes sir.
Singavumelana ke ukuthi mhlawumbe imoto ime eCarltonville isikhathi esingalingana namahora esikhombisa uthi ingehla kancanyana mhlawumbe uma ungakhipha imizuzwana embalwa yebo sizovumelana ukuthi imoto bekade iseCarltonville leso sikhathi sonke.
Now let's move on, Mr. Dubris. We are still on the same day, the 18th of June, 2020. Now we are proceeding back to engine garage.
Sesebulelo langa lange 18 zika June 2020 manje asiye egarage leyana yase engine.
My lord,
Yeah, please look.
we've referred to a couple of engine garages.
Yes,
So
yes. Where the vehicle arrived at about 1853. That engine garage.
that's the engine garage in Mari Street, my lord.
Uthi ke asiye kule engine garage la imoto ifike imizuzu emibini ngaphambi kwehora lesikhombisa ntambama. Uthi ile engine ekulumgwaqo obizwa iMari.
Is the time, my lord, 1853.
Yes.
Uthi isikhathi kwakade kuyimizuzu eyisikhombisa ngaphambi kwehora lesikhombisa.
From 1853, it remains there until when?
My lord, if I recall correctly, this vehicle remained here for pretty much the remainder of the day, where the last ignition off was at that same garage at 27 minutes past 11 that day of the 18th, my lord.
Manje ke leya moto ihlale lapha ne garage kufikela nini? Uthi ngiyacabanga ukuthi leya moto ime egarage kufikela ilanga lize lishona futhi isikhathi uma sibhekwa lapha yana icishwe imoto ngemizuzu emithathu ngaphambi kokuthi kube imizuzu emashumi amathathu ngemva kwehora leshumi nanye ebusuku.
Was it stationary?
It was stationary all the time, my lord.
Sonke leso sikhathi yayikade imile uthi yebo yayimile.
It did not do the up and downs like in Carltonville.
No, it did not, my lord.
Ayizange iyehle inyuka njengase Carltonville uthi cha.
Where was the car on? Just one. The engine was off all the time. The ignition was
No,
off.
the engine was on and off, my lord. Sometimes it's on, sometimes it's off. Then it shows excess idling.
No,
Like
no movement.
no movement, my lord.
Sonke leso sikhathi imoto yayikade ingahambi uthi imoto yayikade iduma icishwa ilibele iyenza le yanto ebizwe i-excess idle. Kodwa ukuhamba ayizange ihambe.
From the time it left that engine garage, what time was it? Just
But
to
on the 18th, on the 18th, that vehicle did not leave the engine garage, my lord.
stay there.
Only left it the next day.
Imoto ihambe ngobani isikhathi ngalelo langa zange i-18 zika June e-engine garage cha nge-18 ayizange ihambe e-engine garage ihambe ilanga elilandelelayo.
That is the 19th of June, right?
On the 19th, the vehicle only left the garage, my lord.
Hambe
What
yebo
time was it?
nge-19 isikhathi
have to-
sasithini
No.
uma isuka
The 19th year, my lord.
uthi uzohlola ukuthi sasithini isikhathi uma isuka e-engine garage.
The vehicle left the engine garage, my lord, at around 19 minutes past 12 on the morning of the 19th.
Imoto ke isuke entathabusa ngemva kokuthi imizuzu iyayishaye eyishumi nesishagalolunye.
And where did it go?
Well, let's do the replay. It went along the N3 in a northerly direction, my lord, then on to the N12 in a easterly direction.
Imoto iye yangena ke kumgwaqo N3 iyaqhezuka yangena ku N12.
It left the N12 at round about 33 minutes past 12 that evening.
Iyaqhezuka ke ngemizuzu emashumi amathathu nantathu
Going on to Rifle Range Road.
ingena ku Rifle Range Road
With the vehicle oh man.
If I
sorry.
can help you, Mr. Dupris.
No, I'm not the wrong.
Did
time.
it stop at Eraten
Yeah.
from there? That is where I'm going.
Okay, let me take you to Eriton's. There, you're in Eriton at 23 minutes to 1 in the morning, 12:38.
uthi ke iye yama na e-Eratin uthi yebo iye yama bekusele imizuzu emashumi amabili nantathu ngaphambi kwehora lokuqala ntathabusa.
And how long did it?
The
How
vehicle
was
was, my lord, the vehicle was there from 12:38 to no later than 12:52.
Imoto ke ifike laphayana ngo-12:38 yasuka ngo-12:52.
Roughly counting 13-14 minutes, my lord.
Mhlawumbe ithathe isikhathi esingaba imizuzu eyishumi nantathu.
Thank you. Now we know that from there it proceeded to Pretoria North Police Station. Is it correct?
It's on the N1, my lord. Let me just do the replay. through Midrand, through Pretoria, Pretoria North Police Station, correct, my lord?
uthi ke kulaye ukuthi siyazi ukuthi leyo moto mayisuke eRatheni yona ye ya ePretoria uthi yebo iyadlula ku Midrand idlule ize ifike ePretoria North Police Station.
And at that time it was around 1:45.
That is correct, my lord.
Uthi yebo ngaleso sikhathi bekusele imizuzu eyi15 ukuze kushaye ihora lesibini ntathakusa.
The engine was only switched off at 2:30. Is that correct?
My lord, the engine was switched off at 2:30, that is correct.
Yebo imoto yaqishwa ngemizuzu ema-30 ngemva kwehora lesibini ntathakusa.
Mr. Dubris, if you consider the time when the vehicle left Pretoria North Police Station on the 18th at 8:15 to Carltonville, that is on the 18th of June 2020, and it proceeded to Carltonville and came back to Pretoria on the 19th of June at 2:30. More or less, how many hours do you have?
Sure, my lord, my maths is being tested here today. Well, it's... about 17 hours if my math's not
17 hours.
wrong. I could be
Manje
wrong, counting wrong, but it's quite some time.
uma sibheka ukuthi imoto leyana isuke ePretoria North yaya eCarltonville yaze yazobuya ePretoria North. Isuke ePretoria North ngo8:15 yafika eCarltonville ngo10:25 yazobuyela ePretoria North ngo2:30. Lokho kungahle kuthathe isikhathi esingakanani uthi uma engabe ngingaphuzi ngingayenza iphutha mhlawumbe kungaba u17 hours noma ngaphansi.
17, 18 hours.
Uthi ngaba 17 noma 18 hours.
Mr. Dubris, it will be correct that if that vehicle had the passenger in it from that time for that 17 hours, that passenger would have been in that vehicle for 17 hours from the 18th, from 8:15 on the 18th to the 19th at 2:30. Will it be correct that that passenger would have been in the car for 18 hours?
My lord, saying yes to this question, me not knowing whether the passenger was in, I cannot confirm that.
Yeah.
Manje uma ingabe leyo moto yayikade inomuntu ohleli ongashayeli lo muntu loyo kusho ukuthi uzabe akuleyo moto isikhathi esingalingana namahora ayishumi nesishiyagalombili. Uthi ukuphendula lowo mbuzo ngithi yebo angeke ngikwazi ngoba angazi uma ingabe bekade kunomuntu ohleli la kuleyo moto.
Let's proceed, Mr. Dubris. On the 19th, we know now that the vehicle engine or ignition was switched off at 2:30 on the 19th.
That's correct, my lord.
Yes. When again did it leave Pretoria North Police Station?
My lord, on the same morning of the 19th of June 2020, at round about 2:42.
Uthi ke imoto siyazi ukuthi yacishwa ngo2:30 ekseni yona ihambe nini uthi ihambe ngo2:42.
And where did it go?
My lord, it looks like a residential address in West Street. I'll display it on the screen.
Iye yayapi ke leyo moto uthi kubonakala ingathi kusendaweni yokuhlala abantu umgwaqo uwest kodwa uzayiveza la kumfanekiso.
That looks like a residential address, my lord.
Uthi kubonakala kuyindawo yokuhlala abantu.
Now, Mr. Dubris, we know that at some point in the early morning after that time, it actually finally left Pretoria North Police Station. I think it's about 5:25 or 5:30.
My lord, it left the residential address, not the Pretoria North Police Station, in the early hours of around about 4:26 to 4:36.
Uthi imoto leyana akusukuthi isukela phaya endaweni yokuhlala ya hamba ePretoria, uthi ihambe la bekade ikhona kule ndawo yokuhlala isikhathi bekade ku 4:36.
Where did it go, Mr. Dubris?
My lord, after leaving the Pretoria North area, it went back to the, after it left the residential address, it went back to the police station, and it left the police station at about 5:02, my lord.
Uma isuka laphayana endaweni yokuhlala kula yaya epolice station, yasuka epolice station ke ngemva kwemizuzu emibini emveni kwehora lesihlanu ekuseni.
Then where did it go?
My lord, it came through the streets of Pretoria, joining the Ben Schoeman /N1 onto the M1.
Iye yaphi imoto uthi ingenile emgaqweni yaya ku Ben Schoeman ku N1 yaphinda yangena ku M1,
crossing over the M2,
yadlula ku M2,
getting onto the N12 at about 5:45 that morning.
yaqhezuka ke ingena ku N12 ngo6:45 ekseni,
and going past on Chris Hani Road,
yadlula ke kumgwaqo weChris Hani,
with the vehicle stopping the first time at 6:46. I just want to confirm the location, but I think it's the Morocco police station, if I recall.
imoto ke iyona yama ke ngo6:46 eMoroka police station.
Do you confirm that it was at Morocco Police Station? You said
I
you
do
just-
confirm that it was the Morocco police station, my lord.
Okay. And how long did it remain there?
My lord, the vehicle arrived at 6:46. It had a couple of ignition ons and offs at the police station, but the first record of the vehicle leaving that police station was at 12 afternoon, the 19th of June, my lord.
Uthi ke imoto iye yama isikhathi esingakanani lapha esiphoyiseni saseMoroka, uthi iyabonakalisa ukuthi yayikade icishwa idumiswa futhi yona igcine seyikuthi yahamba ke ngo12 emini.
My calculation says it's plus minus 6 hours.
Yeah, almost 6 hours, my lord.
Yona ke kusho ukuthi ibonakalisa ingathi ime isikhathi esingalingana namahora ayisithupha, uthi yebo.
Then at 12, where did it proceed to?
My Lord, from 12 o'clock, allow me just to make the map a bit smaller. The vehicle proceeded back on Chris Hani Road onto the N12.
Manje ke uma isuka ngo12 yona iyabuyela kuloya mgwaqo uChris Hani ingena futhi kumgwaqo uN12.
Proceeding along the N12, making its way onto the N3 in a southerly direction towards Katlehong Vosloorus area.
Qhubeke njalo khona ku-N12 ayishayela ke umshayeli yona yaze yangena ngase Katlehong,
where the vehicle took the Barry Murray off ramp
yangena ke kumgwaqo uBarry Murray
and it stopped near Bierman Road. It stopped there at 12:26, my Lord.
yama ke emgaqweni uBierman imizuzu emashumi 26 emveni kwehora le-12 usafuna ukubonisa ukuthi yayikade ime kuphi lapho.
My Lord, just checking the location, but it's in the area of the Vosloorus Court Police Station and Ekurhuleni offices, this time being the Vosloorus Court, my Lord.
Uthi ke imoto kubonakalisa ime laphayana eVosloorus Court.
How long did it remain?
My Lord, the vehicle arrived there at 12:26 and it started up there at 14:04.
Ime isikhathi esingakanani imoto lapho uthi ifike ngo-12:36 yona yaduma ke ngo 4 minutes past 2.
So that would make it just about half an hour, 8 minutes, 38 minutes, my Lord.
Lokho kungayenza ihora mhlawumbe nemizuzu emashumi 38.
And then when it left there, where did it go?
My Lord, it went back onto the N3
mayisuka lapho iye yaphi uthi iye yabuyela emgaqweni ku-N3
and it left the N3 on the R103.
yaphuma ke iqhezuka ku-N3 iya ku-R103
where it stopped in the vicinity of the Mall of New Market, recording a fast food chain group there, my Lord.
yama ke ku-mall wase-New Market usakhumbula indawo yokuthengisa ukudla.
For how long?
My Lord, the vehicle was there from 2:20 till about 25 minutes past 3, almost an hour.
Leyo moto leyo ime isikhathi esingakanani uthi ime ngo-2:20 yona yahamba ngo-3:25.
Then from 3:10, where did it go?
10 past 3, no, my Lord. 25 past. 10 past.
25 past.
25 past 3. The vehicle went onto Ring Road, through Alberton, onto the N12.
Imoto ke yasuka yangena ku-Ring Road yadlula Alberton yangena ku-N12
onto Chris Hani Road,
yangena ke kumgwaqo uChris Hani
where it went GPS unlock in the area of Chris Hani Baragwanath Hospital.
yayenza ke futhi leya GPS unlocked kuloya mgwaqo ongase Chris Hani.
Yes, can I then ask you maybe to help us? When it does that GPS unlock, what time was it?
My Lord, the first GPS unlock is recorded at 15:48.
GPS unlocked lena akuchazisela ukuthi yona yenzeke ngobani isikhathi uthi iqale ngo 15:48
Until what time?
Till 15:58, my Lord.
yona yayenzeka kufikela ngo 15:58
Okay.
10 minutes.
Yeah.
My Lord.
liyenzeke imizuzu eyishumi.
Any other GPS unlock?
Only those three, my Lord.
Uthi ama GPS unlocked lapho bewamathathu.
Mr. Dubris, is it correct that during this GPS unlock, one cannot be able to tell as to what happened or what direction did the
That is-
vehicle take?
That is correct, my Lord.
Thank you.
Thi yebo iqiniso umuntu akakwazi ukusho ukuthi uma yenze le GPS unlocked kusuka kwenzakeleni.
And I'm not sure if the interpretation is correct, but I'm saying one is not able to tell what happened during that time.
That is
If the
correct.
car takes another turn, one cannot be able to tell.
That is correct, my Lord.
Uthi yebo iqiniso umuntu akakwazi ukusho ukuthi uma ithi GPS unlocked kusuka kwenzakeleni.
Then it proceeded. What time when the GPS unlocked? Where was it now at this point?
It was there at the Baragwanath Hospital, my Lord.
Uthi ke makwenzakala le GPS unlocked yayikade ikuphi uthi yayikade ise Baragwana esibhedlela.
Sorry, when you say Baragwan, you mean the same place?
My Lord, that's the last position I had was the road passing in front of Chris Hani Baragwanath.
Right.
And the next time when I can positively say where the vehicle was, it was back in Chris Hani Road.
Manje ke uma kwenzakala le GPS unlocked uma iqala ibekade ilaphayana idlula ngase Baragwana hospital uma seyizobonakala manje ukuthi imoto seyikuphi ibonisa ukuthi ikulowo mgwaqo wase Chris Hani.
Okay. And what time did it arrive at Moroka Police Station?
My Lord, the vehicle arrived at 16 minutes past 4 on the 19th of June at the Morocco police station.
Ifike ke eMoroka Police Station ngemizuzu uma sekudlule A16 ngemva kwehora lesine.
How long did it remain there?
My Lord, the vehicle started up at 28 minutes past 6. That would be 2 hours and a odd 14 minutes.
Moto ke ime laphayana njengoba bengisanda kuchaza ukuthi ngo 16 minutes past 4 futhi yona yadumiswa ke uma ithi 28 minutes past 6 ntambama.
Okay. Now, Mr. Dubris, you are at Moroka Police Station, right? If your purpose is to go to Rustenburg from Moroka Police Station, which one is the closest route? If you don't want to come to Pretoria, you have no business in Pretoria.
If the closest,
Is the closest route to Rustenburg. You have no business in Pretoria, you don't have to come to Pretoria. Which will be the closest route?
my Lord, if I was driving from Morocco police station, I will most likely get back onto the N1 going in a northerly direction, trying to get to the N4 as quick as possible. If depending on do I travel highway or do I take back roads?
Perhaps you can use the GPS to assist us.
My Lord, then I'll have to use this. This is not a GPS at this point in time.
Okay.
But I would If I would travel highway because
Yeah.
it's the easiest and the safest.
Let me put the proposition, this proposition. If I am in Morocco, as far as I know, the simplest and the quickest way it will be to go via Randfontein Krugersdorp. It will actually be the shortest route. Coming to Pretoria, it's actually doubling the kilometers to Rustenburg.
Yes, Mr. Malloy.
I suppose that's a matter for argument, but the witnesses said you'd use freeways, N1 and N4. I think that was...
Yeah, maybe he doesn't like to see the buildings. Then you use the veld. The guys who want to go to Cape Town, they enjoy seeing the Karoo.
Yes,
And others want to see the garden route.
yes,
So
Choices,
it's
Malot.
speculation.
yes, speculation.
The point, Malot, that I'm making is that if you are in Morocco,
No, you're right. But I'm saying it's speculation because put it to him that somebody drove on this road instead of driving on this one because of this and this reason. Fine.
Uthi-ke ummeli uma umuntu eshayele esuka laphayana eMoroka efuna ukuya eRustenburg engenalutho ekwamele azolenza la ePretoria, lo muntu angathatha yiphi indlela? Ungoti uthi bekasathi uyayihlola mhlawumbe umuntu angathatha uN4 noma uN1 angene ku-highway iyo eseduze ukuthi iyasebenzeka. Ummeli uthi mina ngingummeli bengathi ngisuka eMoroka bese ngiyahamba ngiyodlula ngaseRandfontein bese ngithatha umgwaqo oya eKrugersdorp ozongiyisa-ke eRustenburg. Uyasukuma ubaba uBaloyi uthi lokho ukucabanga kwakho, asazi ukuthi lo muntu nobe kade eshayela wayekade ecabangeni. Inkantolo ithi nakho lokho umuntu uma ingabe efuna ukuya eKapa ngahle omunye afuna ukuyobona ezinye izinto ngale, omunye angahle ayofuna ukuyobona mhlawumbe abantu uma beshayela izinto zabo ebafuna ukuzibona zisuka zihlukile.
Mr. Dubris, on the 19th of June 2020, what time you said they left Rustenburg at about 18, they left Morocco police station at 18:26.
Yeah, 1828, Malot.
1828. What time did they arrive at Rustenburg on that day?
Uthe basuke eMoroka isikhathi mayithi 1828 manje bafike nini eRustenburg?
My Lord, the first technician off recorded in Rustenburg. Let me just make 100% sure here. Was at 33 minutes past 10 on the evening of 19 June, my Lord.
Imoto ifike yacishwa okokuqala eRustenburg uma imizuzu ngamashumi amathathu nantathu emveni kwehora lesishume ebusuku.
More or less about 4 hours.
Yeah,
Is it correct?
28 minutes past 6.
Ingahle ibathathe mhlawumbe isikhathi esingaba amahora amane uthi yebo khona la.
Is that correct? Yes. And then we now know that from Rustenburg, the trip ended at Primrose police station. Is that correct?
My Lord, can you confirm?
Uthi siyazi ukuthi kusuka eRustenburg baye bagcina sebafike ePrimrose uthi ngiyibhekisise.
My Lord, from that address in Freedom Park, the vehicle first went to the Pukeng police station.
Yes.
uthi masuka Freedom Park imoto iye yaya esiphoyiseni sasePhukeng.
And that, my Lord, that is the last recording the vehicle was at on the 19th.
Uthi igcine lapho imoto ngeyi-19.
Yes. I'm saying from that trip on the 19th, from the time it was at Phukem police station, then from there, on the 19th, on the 19th, it proceeded to Primrose police station.
No, it did not proceed to Primrose on the 19th, my Lord. Only most likely on the 20th. But on the 19th,
Yes.
last trip recorded was at 26 minutes past 11 the evening.
Yes.
Uthi imoto ngeyi-19 igcine ngo-26 minutes past 11 ibikade isesiphoyiseni sasePhukeng, ayiyanga ePrimrose ngeyi-19, mhlawumbe iye ngeyi-20.
No, I agree. I'm saying to you, from that Phukem police station, this is the very same vehicle. It was there on the 19th, but the next morning at about 3:30, it was in the vicinity of Primrose police station. Is that not correct?
Just confirm, my Lord.
That is on the 20th in the morning.
Actually not.
No, it was
not
the
correct.
Pretoria North Police Station rather, my Lord.
Uthi ke ukusuka ePhukeng imoto iye yama esiphoyiseni sasePrimrose, uthi cha ime esiphoyiseni sasePretoria North.
When was it in Primrose police station?
My Lord, I'll have to check.
Thingibheke ke ukuthi ePrimrose police station ifike ngobani isikhathi.
My Lord, the vehicle was recorded in Primrose. I don't see it. Ah, there's the police station. Correct. The first time the vehicle arrived there at the Primrose police station was at 4:30, my Lord.
Uthi ke imoto iyabonakala ke isesiphoyiseni sasePrimrose imizuzu emashumi amathathu ngemva kwehora lesine ekuseni.
4:30 at Primrose police station on the 20th.
That is correct, my Lord.
Bekade ilapho ngeyi-20 uthi yebo.
So, Mr. Dubris, according to the evidence that you have just led, is that from the 19th of June, when the vehicle left Pretoria North Police Station and it took the route to Moroka Police Station, from Moroka Police Station to Vosloorus Police Station, and Vosloorus Court, and back from Vosloorus Court back to Moroka Police Station, and from Moroka Police Station straight to Rustenburg.
But not on the 20th, my Lord, on the 19th.
Yes,
Yeah.
I'm talking about the 19th
Yeah.
and the 20th. Those hours, because there was no interruption, it was always on the road. That is what I'm trying to put to you.
No interruption.
It was always on the road. It was few hours stop, and then it proceeded.
Yeah, there's nothing funny in the data, my Lord.
Yes. So I'm saying how many hours from that time until it finally stopped at Primrose, from the 19th to the 20th at 2:30.
My Lord, allow me some time just to calculate that.
Manje ke imoto njengoba usho ukuthi iye yasuka ePretoria yaya ke esiphoyiseni sasemroka yasuka yaya Foslorus enkantolo yasuka enkantolo yaya emroka yasuka emroka yaya ephukeni akosichazisela ukuthi ithathe amahora angakhi ukusuka futhi uma isuka ephukeni yaya esiphoyiseni ePretoria kusuka lapho yaya ePrimrose usichazisela ukuthi ithathe amahora angakhi uthi usayibheka
My Lord, roughly calculated around about 23 hours from the morning, leaving Pretoria North at 19 minutes past 4 till arriving at the police station on the 20th at 4:30. That's
uthi ngahle
almost 24 hours, my Lord.
ngahle ithathe mhlawumbe amahora amashumi amabili nantathu ukusuka imoto ngalesi sikhathi isuka ngo-19 minutes past 4 ize iyobuya kusasa kwakhona ngo-45 minutes past 8.
And finally, Mr. Dukes, I'm not sure if we are also including the first 17 hours that we calculated in these hours.
That
Remember,
was,
we calculated
yeah, that was
17.
before the.
Yes. So it will exclude this 23 hours. I mean, it will include. It doesn't include this 23.
Yeah, then it's
The 17 hours.
it's almost 40 hours. There.
40 hours. Thank you. Thank you.
Uthi-ke
Thank you, my lord. I have no further.
uma kuhlanganiswa lo ya 17 hours
Yes, Mr. Ngobezulu.
nalo
Said you wanted
23
to
hours
ask some questions.
Yes, my lord. There are questions for the witness. My lord, I'm not sure if it's convenient for us to actually.
What the time is the order?
It's 12 times.
We must assist this witness to go.
Oh, yes.
He made time for us, especially.
No problem. 12 minutes to 12.
What's that?
12 minutes to 12.
2?
To 12.
Yeah, if you can pursue.
Yes.
Yeah,
May I proceed?
let's go.
Thank you, my lord. I've got questions for the witness. Sir, with the lift of the court, my lord, I'll proceed from the 18th because I understand there's evidence in relation to accused number 1 for the 31st, the 5th, the 1st and the 2nd, including
Yes,
the 19th.
okay.
But I'll start my cross-examination on the 18th to avoid confusing the record. May I proceed?
Yes, yes.
So on the 18th, specifically at 1852 or 1853. Say first, okay, let's say 1851. The motor vehicle was driving at N3 joining Grey Avenue.
That is correct, my Lord.
uthi yebo ngo-1851 imoto yayekade idriver ku-N3 ingena ku-Grey Avenue
The longitude that shows it showed 28.15114. The longitude is 28.1514. Then the latitude is negative 26.9 2656.
uyabonisa ke ukuthi laphayana u longitude uthi 2815 143, latitude uthi minus 2626 557.
55. Do you see that, sir?
Yeah, I see it, my lord.
Uthi yebo lokho ngiyakubona.
All right. When this vehicle was off-ramping from N3 to Grey Avenue, so does it show which direction did it take according to that?
My lord, yes, if we can have a look at the screen there. I just want to make it a bit. So there's a position at 1850.
Yes.
There's the position there at that interchange with the N17. Then from that time, 8:50:32 to 8:15, you'll see there's a little arrow over here on the display, reflecting that the vehicle was traveling in a southerly direction.
Uthi nabo ke iyabonisa ukuthi imoto yayikade ihamba iya ngasezantsi.
There's the little arrow. It then proceeding onto Grey Avenue and then turning in a westerly direction underneath the highway and proceeding along Kritzinger Road or Grey Avenue.
Nayo ke iyabonisa ukuthi uma ilibele yehla njalo iseyaqhezuka ingena ke ku Grey Avenue.
So at 1852, 42nd, it shows that it was driving at Collins Street, Fairwood Park, Albertine.
That is correct, my lord.
1852 iyabonisa ukuthi yona yayikade ise Collins Street, Fairwood Park, Albertine.
So it turned to the right side of.
Yeah. Coming off the highway,
Yes.
it went into Grey, turned
Yes.
right into Grey, passed under the N3 and then went into the direction of Collins Street.
Manje ke nayo uma isuka highway iye yajika ngakwisanda sokudla yangena ku Grey Avenue yazongena ku Collins.
Will you agree with me if we look at the map that Collins Street is also on the left side of Grey Avenue, but it's not. You cannot drive to Collins Street turning to the left direction.
Yeah, my lord, if the map there shows that the street is not joining, then maybe we should just look at a satellite image.
Yes.
Yeah, there's no joining there. It's a cul-de-sac.
Uthi yabonakala ukuthi laphayana kumgwaqo Collins ibonisa ukuthi imgwaqo awungeni kwisanda so sesinele.
If you want to join this Collins Street on the left-hand side, you have to drive to Kritzinger Road and turn left so that you can join it on the other side of the block.
My lord, to get to that section of the cul-de-sac, you'll have to go around. There's no direct access according to the map.
Thank you.
Uthi kuya ngale map leyana akukho la ukuthi ungakwazi ukungena ku Collins ngaphandle kokuthi uye ngakwelinye ihlangothi.
Thank you, sir.
But maybe, my lord, just for clarification, Collins Street is on both sides of Grey Avenue.
I-Collins Street yona ikhona ngapha nangapha idlulana no Grey Avenue.
Yes, the other side of Collins Street, there's an open area. If the map can show us, there's an open area next to that Collins Street on the left-hand side, not on the current side.
Uthi lapha ku Collins emgaqweni kunenye indawo evulekile hayi ngase garage.
I suppose you're referring to this area over here? Is that the open area or are you referring to this open area?
The open area on the East Coast of Tamako.
Because there's two open areas, my lord, on both sides of the road.
On both
Utinda.
sides? Yes, but next to Collins Street. Not on the side of the garage, of engine garage, but where you turn from Kutsinga and drive around, there's an open area on that Collins Street.
Now, my lord, I think I'll explain it on the map because my left and right and everybody's left and right is not always the same. The vehicle came down the N3,
Yes.
turned into this is it Grey Avenue?
Yes.
Passed over, it went then to this area where Collins Street is. There's the cul-de-sac. Collins Street is this street over here,
Yes.
and also this street over here. And in both cases, there's open areas adjacent to Collins Street.
Thank you.
Uthi ke imoto ingene la kulo mgwaqo la khona iyaphinda yeza ukhona umgwaqo wakhona nawo uyalela kubovu nangapha ukhona la indawo evulekile nangapha phezulu indawo evulekile.
As I'm following your directions, when you turned from Grey Avenue, you said it shows a direction turning to the right side. I think
That's correct, my lord.
Uthi yebo uma ujika ke uyongena ulaphayana eGrey ibonisa ukuthi ujikela ngakwisandla sokudla.
after you made a turn, on the left-hand side is the engine garage. Is that correct?
No, my lord, the engine garage is on the right-hand side. After you made the turn into Collins Street, or
Yes, into Collins
if
Street.
you turn into Collins Street, the
Yes.
engine garage is on your left-hand side, correct,
That's
my lord?
correct, yes.
Uthi mawuqeda kujika ungena lomgwaqo uColin yebo i-engine garage ingasesandleni sesinxele.
Will you agree with me that on the first turn at the garage, it's Mali Street? Do you confirm that?
Uthi uzovuma ukuthi uma uqeda kujika la ngasegarage kunomgwaqo umali.
My lord, let me just confirm.
Uthi ithi ngiyibhekisise.
It's a very short street.
I would suppose that would be Marley Street, my lord. It's not referenced on the map.
Uthi ngizocabanga ke ukuthi lo mgwaqo lo kungaba yiwona umali ngoba awubhalwanga kwi-map.
It's, if I take you to 1915, 34 seconds, it says starts at Mali Street. That means that state, as you confirm that that street is next to Collins Street.
It must be in the vicinity of Collins Street, correct, my lord?
Uthi ke uma ngikuyisa ku-1915 isikhathi ibonise ukuthi imoto iye yaduma ngasemali emgaqweni uthi yebo lo mgwaqo useduze neCollins.
Yes.
There's just tried a different view of the map, and that is Marley Street there, confirmed.
Uthi uyavuma nayo ke lo mgwaqo usubhaliwe uthi mali.
Both Mali and Collins Street are closely connected. They are close to each other.
Yeah, Marley makes a T-junction into Collins, my lord.
Uthi umali yona yenza i-T junction engena kuCollins.
If you proceed with Collins Street further up, although it may not reflect there, but you approach Fraser Street, which is in a T-junction.
That is correct, my lord.
Uthi uma uqhubeka kuCollins uyohlangana noFraser uthi yebo.
If a driver of that particular motor vehicle, when he was driving initially from joining Collins Street and making a turn at Mali Street. When he wants to join this Collins Street again, does he have to make a U-turn? According to the...
My lord, that would be a difficult one to answer because then, if I understand you correctly, sir, you say travels down Collins Street,
Yes.
turns into Mali Street,
Yes.
and now he needs to join Collins Street again. And I can only say what the reasonable man would say is I would use the garage to make my U-turn because it's a safer area, but that's me. I cannot say what the vehicle did, my lord, because there's no evidence
So
of
there
that.
are more than one avenues to
Yeah, there's more than one way of doing
yeah,
it.
one way of
Yes.
doing it. Somebody
Yeah.
may choose to do this in the other one that way.
Agree, my lord.
uthi ke manje umuntu masisekangene ngoma uma esuka eCollins wangena ngomali ukuze abuyele eCollins lo muntu loyo kwamele ayenze i-U-turn na uthi mina nginguye mina bengingangena egarage ngoba iyona indlela ukuthi ngingayisebenzisa.
Yes, correct, sir. But my concern is the Mali Street is another entrance to the garage, and Grey Avenue is another entrance to engine garage. The main road is Grey Avenue, then Mali Street is the only entrance to the garage. Because I'm following the AVL, let me just give you an example so that you'll have a picture of what I'm saying. The vehicle drove at Collins Street. You see that? It was 1852, 40 seconds. Do you see that? 1852, 40 seconds. Driving near Collins Street.
That's correct, my lord.
Uthi uyabona la kubhalwe ukuthi imoto ishayela ngo-1852 ishayela ngase Collins Street uthi yebo.
At 1853, 54 seconds, ignition off at Mali Street. Do you see that?
I do see it, my lord.
Uthi ngiyabona ukuthi la uma ithi 1853 yona imoto isiyama eMali.
That means after the car turned into Mali Street, then it stopped there at Mali Street.
My lord, looking at the image, the vehicle stopped at the garage there in Mali Street.
Uthi uma kubheka umfanekiso imoto ibonisa ukuthi yona ime egarage
All right,
eMali Street.
I'm still with you. At 1915, can you see that?
My lord.
Sorry?
Yeah, I can see it.
1915, 34 seconds. The car starts up at Mali Street, Fairwood Park, Albertine. Do you see that?
I do see it, my lord.
Uthi yebo ngiyabona ukuthi imoto ngo-1915 iye yaduma futhi lapha eMali Street eFairwood Park.
What does it do then at 1920? 35 seconds. It's driving at Collins Street.
It has moved into Collins Street, my lord.
Uthi imoto iseyisukile seyingene emgaqweni uCollins.
So you would agree with me that if it made a turn, it would have turned inside the garage, Mali Street, and joined Collins. Is that so?
My lord, it's possible, but I wasn't in that vehicle, so I wouldn't be able to give you an exact answer on that.
It is. My lord, I'll demonstrate this.
No, the witness is Jay. He says it's possible, but he was not in the car. He wouldn't definitively say that's what happened. Are you saying that, Mr. Dupree? Say it is true. Fikani. Okay, I'll say that. You are saying you cannot guarantee that it turned the way the counsel is suggesting.
It's the vehicle was in that vicinity.
Yeah.
It shows in Collins Street. It shows back at the garage.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't be able to
Yeah.
ascertain exactly what the driver did because these positions aren't in close proximity to one another. They are time apart. So anything could happen in between.
uthi ke ummeli le moto kubonakala ukuthi yona iye ya ngena ke kumgwaqo uCollins kusuka ngale kumali ungoti uthi ngeke ngikwazi ukuphendula lokho ngoba bengekho emotweni leyo kodwa kuyakhonakala ukuthi mhlawumbe kwenzakele kanjani.
Yes, the reason why I'm getting to that point is because I'm looking at the time in which at which the car start up at Mali Street at 1915. You see that?
I do see it, my lord.
And 5 minutes later, it was driving at Collins Street. I want to establish as to, could it be the same Collins Street or the other Collins Street that it was driving at?
No, my lord, there's the position, it's the same Collins Street. The other Collins Street is on this side of the road. It remains on the Mali side street, of the Mali Street side of Collins Street.
Uthi manje imoto uma seyithi 7 ntambama nge-18 zika June ibonisa seyingene kumgwaqo uCollins uyabuza ukuthi ufuna ukwazi ukuthi ulo ya Collins na lo bekade ilibele ubuyo uthi yebo ingaku kule Collins eseduze neMali Street.
Maybe I might not understand the language of that AVL, but I want to I'm concerned about this 1915. I appreciate the fact that you say they are close to each other, but can it take 5 minutes when you're driving, when you start up from Mali to join Collins Street?
My lord, if I can explain it, it's like, excuse me for this, but that's normally what happens, is when you have guests, the man is sitting in the car, he's starting the car, but the woman is still talking. So by the time she's finished talking, a whole 5 minutes has gone past and only then you start driving. So yes, the vehicle was started, but there's no evidence that it started moving at exactly that time. It only might have moved 3 minutes later, 4 minutes, 2 minutes, I don't know, my lord.
Uthumeli ke manje imoto kuyenzeka ukuthi nangu Collins nangu Mali le moto le ukusuka la eMali ukungena la eCollins kuyenzeka ukuthi ithathe imizuzu emihlanu ngodi ke uthi nawu umfanekiso mhlambe ongakwenza Nkosi enkantolo kuyenzeka ukuthi uma kunendoda nomfazi emotweni indoda idumise imoto ngemva kwesikhathi lo mfazi elibele ekhuluma bese mhlawumbe imoto iqala ukusuka ngaleso sikhathi lo nkosikazi sekaqeda ukukhuluma uyenza nje umfanekiso ukuthi mhlawumbe kwenzakele kanjalo kodwa akathi kwenzakele kanjalo ukuthi iyaduma imoto kwakhulunywa bese imoto iyasuka.
No, my question actually is relevant towards the movement of the motor vehicle. You said that motor vehicle was not moving.
My lord, if you look at it, if I'm in court here today, if I'm standing here or if I'm standing here, I'm still at my position. So I think I need to understand the relevance of the question. The vehicle was in the vicinity of Mali and Collins Street for a sustainable period of time.
Uthi imoto leyana ummeli into ayibuzayo ukuthi imizuzu le edlekile kusuka eMali ukuya eCollins ungoti ke uthi uyabona nje nangoma ngime la enkantolo uma ngime la nanoma ngisuka ngime la ngisase khona la enkantolo ukwazi ukuthi umbeli ke uyibuzela ngakuphi lo
muntu. Do you know what impression you're giving to us who are handling this matter? If you say the motor vehicle is not moving, you said when you were cross-examined by my colleague for accused number 5, the car there was excess idling, switching it off, ignition off, starting up. That's the concern. But now the movement itself, if it moves from Collins to Mali, we regard that as a movement. Do you now understand?
Yeah, I fully understand you, my lord. I'm not disputing that. All I'm saying is that this vehicle remains in the vicinity of this garage for an extended period of time. Whether it's 50 meters this side, 20 meters this side, I cannot vouch on that because I'm giving you what the map is giving me, what the data is giving me, I cannot dispute what is shown on the data of that particular vehicle, my lord.
Uthi mina ke ngeke ngiphikise lokhu okuboniswa kule map noma okuboniswa kulobufakazi ngoba mina ngichaza le engiyibonayo ukuthi imoto ibekade imile yasuka yaba ku 50 meters ubukude lobo uthi akusinto engakwazi ukuyichaza leyo kodwa ngichaza le engiyibonayo.
If we look at 1935, 36 seconds,
My lord,
Fraser Street in Germiston. The car is no longer at Mali, is no longer at Collins. It's now idling at Fraser Street.
correct?
Uthi yebo ngiyavuma ukuthi imoto beyilibele iduma ke ngase Fraser Street ayisekho eMali ayisekho eCollins.
The reason is because I won't ask you as to what was happening there. My concern is the movement of the motor vehicle from A to B, from B to C.
My lord, if I can take the court to the map. If you look at the total replay order, from the time the vehicle arrived at 18:53, 54 seconds,
Yeah. The order says
272.0.
272.0.
Yeah. And during all this time, while this movement is taking place, ignition on, ignition off, and it happening, the auto stays at 272.0 for a very, very long time, up to 23:27. So this movement that we see here, or that we attain as movement, could be GPS drift, that whilst the ignition is on, the GPS is always following a circle or a figure 8 circle, and that's very, very technical. I don't want to go into the technical side of it, but it is moving slowly in a figure of 8, and that's the design of it. So it might be that those figure of 8 movement of the GPS could have, we call it the GPS drift, could have made that this looks like the vehicle's moved. But in terms of physical adding kilometers and distance, it is not, my lord.
Nothing happened.
Yeah.
Manje ke angithi siyazi ukuthi imoto uma ihamba kunala ibonisa ukuthi amakhilometer ayaphi, amakhilometer le moto ihamba amakhilometer engaki. Uthi kusukela imoto uma ifika laphayana kuleli garage ukuyofika imoto ize icishwe okugcina ibonisa ukuthi amakhilometer wayekade eku 272.000 kusukela ngaleso sikhathi kufikela ize icine. Uthi futhi kunobunye ubufakazi oyikuthi akafuna ukungena kubo la ukuthi bona uma bese sebabheka mhlawumbe leya moto yayikade yenza into engafana no8 ngelokhunjana ngeGPS. Uma imoto imela iGPS yona iyakwazi ukuthi imoto ilibele ibheka nanoma isuka ingayindawo isuka la iyala nje ilibele icimwa ilayitiwa imoto ngabo ngobufakazi babo uthi kodwa akafune kungena lapho imoto mhlawumbe yayikade iGPS libele ilandela iyenza into efana no8 ngoba la kuma kilometers ayimove isase lapha yana ku 272.000.
Why then in the AVL does it not reflect GPS drift?
My lord, it's not a status that we report. While we've got a fixed status, we've got a fixed status, and maybe just for the sake of the court, and all of us these days are using a mobile phone to send somebody a location if you need. And we all have seen that location moves around all the time. It's not a fixed every time. It moves. It moves less while moving, if moving in a car, but while stationary, it is always in that figure of 8. And you don't see it, but it's a small figure of 8 running in the background, my lord.
Manje ke ummeli kungani ingabonisi kubhalwe GPS drift uthi thina la sisebenza khona ayiyenzi leyo nto ye GPS drift. Kufana nomuntu uma uthumelela umuntu mhlawumbe intombi yakho ilocation ukuthi izokuthola endaweni ethize. Uma ulibela uhamba nakancane uhamba kusuka endlini ukuya egate, leyo location ibonisa ukuthi iyahamba into eyikuthi iyayenzeka.
Okay. Before we conclude on this aspect of the positioning of the motor vehicle within that area, this is concerned, the question that I'm going to ask you is concerned about the other motor vehicle that is alleged to have been in the same vicinity. But because it is not fitted with the tracking system, you won't be able to assist the court about the presence of that motor vehicle in that area, correct?
That is correct, my lord.
Uthi lo mbuzo ongifuna ukubuza umbuzo oyikuthi uhambelana nalenye imoto lebe kuthiwe nayo yayikade ikuleyo ndawo kodwa uthe leyo moto yayikade ingafakwanga AVL kunjalo uthi ye kuyiqiniso.
Now let's move to after it has departed. You said 23-27.
It was there till 23-27 on the 18th, my lord.
Correct,
It departed
yes.
on the 19th.
Uthi imoto ibekade ilaphaya kufikela isikhathi masithi 23-27 isuke kwilanga elilandelelayo.
All right. Now the motor vehicle is driving 14, sorry, I'm not sure if may I just confirm this matter before? Yes, 23-27. It says start up at 001403 Mali Street. Is that what you have just confirmed? Then, still on the 19th, at page 38, it shows that the vehicle was now driving near freeway, Rodekop. No. I think I'm confused. My lord, I think I have to check my notes first. I don't want to confuse issues here. John N3 00. No, it can't be.
When you say Rodikop, it's
not,
that side of the Mari Street.
Yes, I don't want to get
Because I know that area.
No, I don't want to get them.
But it's a location which is facing the highway.
Yes,
That's it.
the small location
Yes,
that is
yes.
facing
Yeah, yes, Leonda.
the highway. All right. We are now at 1410
On the 19th, my lord.
on the 19th. 1410 at 40 seconds. Driving near freeway Rodekop, Jimiston. From Fosloras. Entry from Fosloras now. Of ramping. The first off-ramp there was, is it Hattiesburg Road?
My lord, I do apologize, but I'm now in the middle of a trip, so I don't know where this trip started, where this trip is going. So let me just get the...
Let me just clarify this, Mr. Dupree. The reason why I'm selecting the dates, the dates and time, it must relate to the version of accused number 2. You understand? There are things that are not relevant.
Version is, my lord.
No. Let me just tell you.
Yeah.
There are things that I've skipped on purpose because they are not relevant.
I'm not following, my lord.
Uthi angilandeli uma uthi kunezinye izinto oziyekile ezingabalekanga
Let me
uthi
give you an
angizwisisi
example. Let me give you an example.
No, we can continue.
When-
I just want to see where we are, my lord, in
Okay.
terms of the trip and the road. Because
This-
the last time we were at the garage and all of a sudden we are almost
But
10 hours later. So I just want to orientate
No,
myself
no,
on the
no.
map.
I'm taking you on the time that is reflecting on the AVL. I'm not just guessing. I said to you,
Nobody said you guessing.
I'll end up 23, 27. Remember when we were at Jimistin?
Ignition
I-
off 23, 27 on the 18th.
That's
yes.
correct. Then it start up at 0014.
Correct.
Correct. I then left that evidence from there. Then I said, disregard everything up to the on the same date, the 19th, at 14:10. Do you see the time reflecting
I do
on the
see the
AVL?
time.
Do you see that?
Now, do you see, my lord?
Yes. At 42nd, the vehicle was driving near Freeway Rodecop. That's what I'm saying.
That is correct, my lord.
Do you follow that?
Uthi ke asiqhubeke siye ku 1410 la imoto beyayikade ishayela eduze ne-freeway eRodicop uthi yebo ngilapho.
Yes. At 14:12, 25 seconds, driving near Hagelberg Road. Do you see that?
That is correct, my lord. Let me just...
Uthi ngo-1412 yayikade ishayela ngase-Heidelberg Road uthi yebo iqiniso.
It reflects Rodecop at Jimistin. So from that freeway, according to the direction, which turn did it make? Which direction did it take?
My lord, if we can follow on the map here, there's the vehicle driving on the N3 highway direction, let's say from Vosloorus back to Johannesburg direction.
Sisuka ke kuyo le map lena le moto isuka eVosloorus iya ngaseGoli.
It then takes the Heidelberg off-ramp.
Thatha umgwaqo weHeidelberg.
There's the off-ramp, if we can follow on the map there. It takes the Heidelberg off-ramp and joins Heidelberg Road.
Futhi ke uma sibheka laphana kumfanekiso iyabonakalisa ukuthi iyasuka kuHeidelberg Road iyothatha i-off-ramp.
So when it gets to the bottom of the or the T-junction, it would then turn right into Heidelberg Road, direction L Road, if not mistaken, it's direction L Road.
Uma seseyifika laphana ku T-junction izawujikela ngakwesandla sokudla ingene e-L Road.
Can we then go to the coordinates of the 14th of 14 hours 12 minutes?
That is where we are, my lord.
Yes, 28,1380. Can you put us on the map there?
There it is, my lord.
Uthi silapho kumfanekiso la ukhuluma ngakhona uthe siye khona ku 1412.
All right. What can it show from that coordination? What landmarks that can it?
My lord, let me take you to the actual image.
Uthi thingiye ke kumfanekiso zokwazi ukunibonisa.
So, just for the sake of orientation, if we can follow my arrow on the map there, the vehicle was traveling on the N3, taking the Heidelberg off-ramp, and is now at the intersection of the Heidelberg off-ramp and Heidelberg Road. This area here.
Imoto yayikade ibele ishayela laphana ku highway ya kuzuka yangena ke ku mgwaqo uHeidelberg Road.
Does it show a steel plant around the area?
A steel plant, my lord. I just happen to know the area. Score Metals is on the other side of the road. If I can show the court.
Leya ndawo ngiyayazi kunendawo ebizwa iScore Metals ngakwelinye ihlangothi.
They are on this side. That's the metal plant, and the vehicle is on the opposite side of the M3 model.
Uthi imoto nayi ila le ndawo leyana iScore Metals ila.
All right. As the car is traveling towards Al Road, as you said, can you lead us with the actual image on the Tailback Road, there is a railway bridge. Can it show that?
My lord, let me follow. So I'm not, there's a railway bridge. Let me just get here. Maybe this is going to be an easier one. Yeah. So, yes. So here's the vehicle
Still driving?
getting to, turning right and driving along Heidelberg Road.
Yes.
And this is the railway bridge you are referring to, sir.
Yes.
There's the railway bridge. The vehicle then passed under it
Yes.
and is now at this location, still in Heidelberg Road.
Can you please go back to the uthi-ke imoto naya iyeza izodlula la kuhamba isitimela ibronco lesitimela idlula ngaphansi bese iyeza-ke khona laphayana emgaqweni we-Heidelberg. Thank you.
So on the right-hand side of that area, does it reflect or show a dumping site?
My lord, let me just check here. There's something there, but I'll have to go onto Google to confirm what is there.
Uthi-ke kunala ibonisa indawo la kulahlwa khona izibi uthi kunendawo kodwa izawufuna ukuthi ngiyibhekisise ukuthi ithini leyo ndawo.
My lord, after the train bridge, there's Alberton City, Ekurhuleni, there's something here. Looking at this, it looks like bins that's packed over here. But I've got no reference. It only says Alberton City, Ekurhuleni. It doesn't say what it is. Oh, here it says Alberton City, Ekurhuleni Municipal Waste Transfer Facility.
Uthi kunendawo lana ebhalwe, can you please point to it again? Uthi kunala kubhalwe Ekurhuleni Municipality Waste Transfer Facility. Akanaso isiqiniseko sokuthi kuyini lapho.
Okay. I'm putting to you, all right, sorry, let me just, as you go along that Heidelberg Road towards Al Road, at 14:20, 35 seconds, ignition off at Ring Road. Do you see that? Ring Road East.
That's correct, my lord.
Uthi yebo ngiyabona la imoto icishwa khona emgaqweni uRing Road.
Is it still within the same vicinity?
No, my lord, it's quite a distance away at the shopping center.
Uthi ikude naleya ndawo ila manje iseyi shopping center.
Will you be able to estimate how far is it from the dumping site or from that waste transfer facility?
My lord, just give me a moment.
Ungakwazi ukusichazisela ukuthi kusukela la imoto ime khona uyofika nala kulahlwa khona izibi kungaba ubude obungakanani ukuthi nginike ithuba nje ngikwazi ukuthi ngizochaza lokho.
My lord, estimate almost 3 kilometers.
Uyadweba laphayana ke ukubonisa ukuthi kusuka la kulahlwa khona izinto ukuzofika la imoto bekade ime khona kungaba mhlawumbe ubude obungalingana namakhilomitha amathathu.
All right. It's your testimony that when you're looking at this coordinates, it shows a shopping complex, You mentioned Nando's yesterday.
Now, my Lord, for the sake of clarity, let me just show the court.
Kule ndawo le othi kuyathengiswa khona izolo ukhulume ngeNando's uthi ithingike ngithi ukubonisa inkantolo ukuze ngikwazi ukuyicacisela kahle.
It says here, this is the facility, or the facility where the vehicle was, and it says here, Nando's Alberton New Market drive-through.
Uthi ke imoto yayikade ila isikubeka kini. Uthi imoto yayikade ila naku ibhaliwe ukuthi Nando's New Market drive-through na ibonisa nesithombe sangaphakathi eNando's.
Thank you. In relation to the active images that you are showing now, will you be able to show the active images for 2020?
No, my Lord,
Not for
because
2023.
This is the latest map we're using. So no, I cannot. But just give me a moment. Let me just check something, because Google do sometimes provide you with a scale that you can move around, but unfortunately not for this.
Uthi ke njengoba usibonisa manje ngoba le imfanekiso ka2023 le usibonisa yona ungakwazi nawe ukusibonisa imfanekiso ka2020 uthi ithi ngizame
No, my Lord, I would not be able to tell you what it looks like in 2020.
uthi ayicha ngeke ngikwazi ukubonisa ukuthi ngo2020 kwakade kunjani lapha yana.
So there is a possibility of changes from 2020 to 2023. Is there any such possibility?
My Lord, things change by the day, so I wouldn't be able to tell you that.
Witness is asking to speculate.
I believe when we use the word possibility, it's not we don't use it naively or in a naive sense, because when I'm following your evidence, especially yesterday, when you talk, sorry man. When you're giving evidence in relation to the position of the motor vehicle at Baragwanath Hospital, you mention the word possibility because it is your evidence that you saw that motor vehicle at or near the gates of the hospital. So your evidence further was that there is a possibility that the motor vehicle was inside the hospital. Am I right?
That's what I said yesterday. That's correct, my Lord.
The witness did say it's a speculation. He did qualify that it's just merely speculation.
I was about to say, I also said, but I'll be speculating if I say.
I don't want to, as I've indicated earlier on, my Lord, that I don't want to be a witness in these proceedings. But I've indicated, then I'll actually request the wisdom of the court when I'm saying this, because when there are changes on a particular place and the witness cannot give such evidence.
When they are what?
There are developments. If one may to be asked to give evidence to the effect that where there are developments right now, where there is Nando's, that place was vacant. It was an open area. That's when I'll request the wisdom of the court to give us directions as to how can, if it is impossible for this witness to assist us with the images in 2020.
Yeah, what you do, at least this is what I used to do when I was still practicing.
Yes, ma'am.
You go to the city council You request the maps there.
Yes.
Right. And then you peruse the maps. They tell you what was built, what was not built, what was demolished, etc., etc.
Yes.
Is that advice enough?
That is a fair advice, my lord. But I would request then that
But the court can't tell you to give evidence. That
No.
can happen.
then I would request that such an initiative can be taken to bring that evidence. Either after this witness.
You are counsel. You must decide what you want to do.
Yes, my lord, but I must put it to the attention of the court because I don't want to bring something and surprise the court with it.
Nothing surprises me. Don't worry.
No,
Let's
no,
pay
my lord,
Tahir.
let's just
I've
take
seen it all.
as- Yes, but I will leave it
Okay, fine. Yeah.
and
Is that it with this witness?
I'll just put it subject to confirmation. I'll just put it to the witness that that area in 2020, there was no shopping complex.
As a court, please, my lord, I can counsel a basis for putting that proposition to the witness.
May I move on, my lord?
At least a picture of record.
ngamangale angithulanga ngoba igama lami kuthulanga ngithuliswe ukuthi bebasafuna ukuthi inkantolo itshele ummeli ukuthi mhlawumbe kungenziwane ukuze kutholwe ubufakazi bokuthi ngo2020 kuleya ndawo kwakuyini manje inkantolo ithi mhlawumbe uma ungaya kumasipala ufike ucele ukhansela ukuthi akunike imfanekiso yokuthi ngo2020 kuleya ndawo kwakade kuyini mhlawumbe kungakusiza lo.
The motor vehicle was driving after at 1436, it start up at 1436, the vehicle start up, you see that?
That is correct, my lord.
Then 1442, it was driving at Ring Road, Newmarket.
Correct, my lord.
Uthi ngiyabona ukuthi ngo1436 imoto iyaduma futhi ngo1442 iyaqhubeka iyashayela laphayana kumgwaqo uRing Road.
Will it give us the same active image that it gave us previously on 1420?
It will be the same satellite image, my lord. That's the place where the vehicle was, and I can change it. It remains at that specific location.
Uthi iyabonisa ukuthi imoto yayikade ilibele ilaphayana kuyo leyo ndawo eyukuthi besikade sikhuluma ngayo la ukuthi nanoma isikhathi silibele siqhubeka siya uyabonisa ukuthi imoto isasekhona la.
At 1507, it shows GPS unlocked.
Correct,
Ring
my lord.
Road. Is it the same area?
It's still in the same area reflected on the map there.
Ngo 1507 iyenza uGPS unlock isase kuyo leyo ndawo leyo uthi yebo iyabonisa futhi nalaphayana kumfanekiso ukuthi isase kuyo leyo ndawo.
To be specific on those coordinates.
These are coordinates, my lord.
Yes. They don't reflect the same.
They don't. If we just follow, again we're back at my previous left-right move. It's there, it's there, it's there.
Yes.
So it's still in the vicinity there, vehicle stationary, odometer not changing, my lord.
Uthi futhi sibuyela emuva la siya sakhuluma ngokuthi imoto mayihamba iyaye ishentshe laphayana kuma kilometer uthi nala ufana nalapho ukuthi imoto yayikade ilibele ikwindawo eyodwa kodwa ibonisa ukuthi ingathi iyasuka kodwa ilibele kwindawo eyodwa ngoba nama kilometer ame elibele enjalo.
At 1522, 32 seconds, access idle, Ring Road, Newmarket. Same position.
Same position, my lord.
Uthi nango 1522 isase lapho emgaqweni uRing Road.
Yes. This motor vehicle was there for almost an hour. Do you agree?
Lord, let me just confirm. Arrival at 15:20. and still being there at 15:22. That's about an hour and 2 minutes, my lord.
Uthi yebo imoto ifike ngo-14:20 yaba laphayana kufikela ngo-15:22. Uthi yebo ibonisa kuyisikhathi esingalingana nehora.
Now let's get into page 39. 1541. Page 39.
Uthi siyake ku page 39
1541. Are you there?
ngo-15:41.
1541.
I've got it, my lord.
Old Porch Road.
Uthi kunjalo isemgaqweni i-Old Potchefstroom.
Driving in Diepkloof, Johannesburg South. So at 1548, that's where the crux of the matter is. At 1548, 15 seconds, GPS unlocked.
Correct, my lord.
Uthi ngo-1548 futhi iyayenza u-GPS unlocked
Can you
futhi
gi-
udaba olukhulu kulali likhona.
Can you give us the images, active image there?
It's on the map, my lord.
Uthi umfanekiso ukhona laphayana umabonakude.
The court requested you to show us the bridge.
The
The bridge next
Yeah.
to Baragwanath Hospital.
There's the bridge, my lord.
Uthi nalo lelo broho ebekade kukhulunywa ngalo.
Sorry, my lord, may I approach? Thank you. So the bridge is outside the hospital.
That is correct. It's crossing the road, my lord.
Leliya broho lingaphandle kwesibhedlela, isibhedlela nasi uthi leliya broho liyeqa umgwaqo.
So the entrance to the hospital by the motorist is before the bridge.
That is correct, my lord.
Ukungena esibhedlela uma uhamba ngemoto uzongena ngaphambi kokuthi ufike kuleliya broho.
According to this AVL, according to the geographical arrangement position of that area, is it the only gate to enter Baragwanath?
My lord, that's a question I cannot answer because I've never been in that hospital complex, so I wouldn't know if that is the only entrance.
Uthi ukungena laphayana esibhedlela yona yodwa na indlela yokungena. Uthi mina angaze ngaba khona laphayana kulesa sibhedlela manje angazi ukuthi yona yodwa na indlela yokungena kulesa sibhedlela.
Yes, the location of the car, where is it? Because the coordinates says 27,9430. Can you take us there?
My lord,
Latitude is 26, negative 26,2606.
my lord, so I think I've explained it to the previous as well. The last known position that is confirmed accurate is this position over here, and if I can show that in a map.
Uthi ngibonise kulo mfanekiso imoto ekugcineni sayigcina ila.
And that is just here close to the gate. Thereafter, the GPS is unlocked, and these three positions, I would not be able to tell you exactly where the vehicle was because it's GPS unlocked. And only the next position, back in Chris Horney Road, at 1603, would be an accurate position. The rest would be, it's a GPS unlocked, so I cannot say it is 100% the correct place, my lord.
ukuthi-ke imoto masiseyifika laphayana u-1448 kulayo ukuthi yenza u-GPS unlock layo ukuthi yena akakwazi ukuthi asho ngokuqiniseka ukuthi imoto yayikade kuphi ngaleso sikhathi kodwa uma iqhubeka i-GPS masise imoto ishayela iyabonisa ukuthi imoto le isemgaqweni uChris Hani.
Alright. But the difference between 1548 and 1558, that's the time spent when you lost the actual positioning of the motor.
That is correct, my lord. For that 10 minutes, the device was in GPS unlock status.
Ukuthi imizuzu
10 minutes.
eyishumi-ke
Yeah.
iye yayenzeka ukuthi imoto ibikade i-GPS unlock kusukela ngo-1548 kuyofika ngo-1558.
All right. So now, can you please give me the time, the exact time when this vehicle joined Chris Hani Road after 1558, the exact time after 1558 when it joined Chris Hani Road?
My lord, the exact time, the first GPS lock that I can positively say with the vehicle being back in Chris Hani Road would be at 16:03, 15 seconds, my lord.
Ukuthi-ke imoto ibonakala okokuqala la ukuthi isihamba futhi emgaqweni uChris Hani isikhathi masithi 16:03.
So from 1602 up to 1548, that's when you could not locate the vehicle.
16:02, your reference there, I don't see that time here, my lord.
No. You're safe. I'm taking it from your answer. You said for the first time when the car was joining Chris Hani Road. I'm referring you back to a minute backward.
Oh yeah.
1602. That's the time you could not locate the motor vehicle.
Yeah, I don't even have a GPS unlock for that time, my lord, so I would not be able to tell where the vehicle was.
Futhi-ke kusukela ngo-1602 umzuzu ngaphambi kokuthi ishayele la.
So
Ubuya le bewukade ungakwazi ukuyibona imoto uthi yebo anginalo lelo lwazi.
practically, if I add up the minutes from 1548 to 1602, could give me more than 10 minutes, more or less more than 10 minutes.
Correct, my lord?
Uthi yebo ingasinika mhlawumbe imizuzu engadlula noma engaba kumizuzu eyishumi la ubukade ungaboni ukuthi imoto ikuphi.
Thank you, sir. Let's go to 1608 when the car was driving at Chris Hani Road to Klipspruit, Soweto.
Sorry, I'm sorry to interfere. Before you get there, for me, it's logic and common sense that there is traffic on that Baragwanath Road. Are you with me?
I'm with you, my lord.
There's traffic. Actually, I'm not thinking. I can even take judicial notice of the fact that maybe that is the busiest road in Soweto.
Yes.
That is the busiest road in Soweto.
But my lord,
But no. We're trying to help each other.
Yes.
But the point is that machinery doesn't take into consideration the traffic. That's all I'm saying.
But my lord, may I say something before the witness?
Okay,
We mustn't forget the fact that it was COVID time.
fine, yeah.
It was COVID time.
Fine.
It was level 3.
Yes,
Yes.
fine.
So people were restricted from walking.
So there were no people.
They might be, but
Okay,
they were
thank you.
restricted from
We can-
free
You
movement.
can proceed.
So that's why I want to diffuse the issue of the traffic.
Inkantolo ibonisa ukuthi lo yamgwaqo uChris Hani umgwaqo oyikuthi unesiphithiphithi kakhulu iSoweto yonkana la ukuthi ngaleso sikhathi mhlawumbe kwakade kune traffic uthi umeli cha mana khona lapho Nkosi
Yes, Mr. Ngumezulu.
kade kune
No, I thought you were still proceeding.
No. I will proceed with other questions.
Oh, I see.
He was still interpreting for.
ngoba ngaleso sikhathi bekade kune COVID la ukuthi abantu bebakade bengekho baningi kakhulu ne-traffic mhlawumbe nayo yayikade yehlile.
Now, I'm taking you now to from 1603 when you located the vehicle, 1603 up to 1616. Do you see that?
I do, my lord.
Uthi ngiyabona kusukela ngo-1603 la imoto uqale uyibona khona ukuyofika ngo-1616.
1605. It's driving at Koma Street, Dlamini, Soweto. Do you see that?
I do see it, my lord.
Uthi yebo ngiyakubona la ithi 161605 iseyishayela emgaqweni eKoma.
Will you be able to give us the coordinates of the longitude 27, 87, 57 and the latitude negative 26, 2691?
My lord, this is the position on the map being displayed now. So it's this traffic circle in Chris Hani Road.
Uthi ke ilaphayana la kubonakala khona kune circle laphayana ngasemgaqweni weChris Hani.
Will you assist us with the active image?
There's the image, my lord.
Nawo umfanekiso ngubonisa.
My lord, the problem is I can't.
Alan,
Okay.
it's where you have the red dot.
That's correct, my lord.
Imoto nayo ila.
All right. According to that image, does it show a university around that area?
A university, my lord.
Yes.
Kuya ngalo mfanekiso. Uyayibonakalisa na university.
Yeah, Vista.
That's Vista, yes, ma'am.
My lord, not that I can see from here. Maybe if I can be guided. There's where's Vista? So there's
Just after Para.
there's Bara so here. So we came down this road. Came down. There's Morocco. There's Morocco police station.
Before Morocco.
Before Morocco. Superstore.
Where is Para?
There's Morocco. So Bara must be back. There's the church. My lord, yes, there is a College of Education
Before the College of Education.
and yes, the university.
Yes. So, does this show, sorry, these coordinates show before passing Vista, or does it show before?
That's way after.
Way
If-
after.
If we take it, my lord, for the sake of orientation, here's Bara, then
Yes.
you get the university, and only then is it Morocco police station, my lord.
Yeah.
Naike ibhara bese uma uza ku university abantu abadala bathi yi-Vista thina sisiyazi njenge-UJ bese uma uza nayi iMoroka.
All right. Before Vista, on that active image, can it show a filling station, a garage, maybe Shell garage, or does it show that garage?
My lord, there's the University of Johannesburg, also known as Vista. Here's a builder's warehouse, and there's reference made to Shell Orlando East.
Yes. Shell
manje ke uma usuka laphayana e-university kune-shell garage.
So according to your map, does that Koma Road closer to Shell Orlando East?
Which road are you referring to now, sir?
Koma, K-O-M-A Street.
Koma Street.
Yes.
the
Look at
reference of-
1616.
No, it's quite far from.
Yes.
It's quite far from that location, my lord. If I can just show you on this map, makes it a bit clearer. There's the university, the Baragwanath. The university is in this area, and this is where the police station is.
Manje kuya ngawe kubonakala ukuthi lo yakwakho ukoma useduze na leya garage car. Ibarana ya laphayana uma usondela university izoba la bese ke uma ulibele uqhubeka ikoma izoba la.
All right. Still at that garage, at that Shell Orlando East, you see that there is a street turning on the right-hand side. What is the name of that street?
Utuma useshelo ese Orlando East.
Right, now I just need to
Sorry?
first find my map here. So there's the street names that's in the vicinity of this garage referred.
Yes.
So which one taking you in which direction, sir?
As we are driving to Vista, there's a garage on the
Left-hand side.
left-hand side.
Yes.
On that garage, the first turn on your right-hand side, what street is that?
My lord, it looks like Dynamo Street.
Time? Sorry?
Dynamo. Dynamo Street.
Awehla usanda kubuka nayo igarage la ekhoneni uma uzala nawo umgwaqo owokuqala la uzojikela ngakwisandla sesinene lo mgwaqo uDynamo.
So, according to the AVL, there was no such a turn on that street.
My lord, taking us back to this map. There's Dynamo Street over here.
Does it end up in the location there? That Dynamo Street.
My lord, it's going back there quickly. Dynamo Street goes here to Common Maths, English, Soweto Power.
That's it, yeah.
It goes through here. It runs all the way from Chris Honey all the way down and goes into this area over here. Looks like a sewage farm or something.
Jike leya mgwaqo uDynamo uyasuka uze uyongena uyodlulana laphayana kulamathawa waseSoweto uyogcina ingathi le ndawo le indawo yesewage.
My lord, may I adjourn? It's 1 o'clock.
How far are you, sir?
Not that far, my lord.
Can you still give us some more time, sir?
I'm good, my lord.
Very good.
Uthi kulungile angasinika esinye isikhathi njengoba siqala sazi
Okay, 2 o'clock then.
bahlala bangena isikhathi.
Thank you, my lord. Sir, before I wrap up my... Oh, interpreter is not here. The interpreter is not here. The interpreter, my lord, is not here. Yes. Thank you, my lord. Sir, let's quickly go to what's 18. Let's quickly go to 1842. 1842, 35 seconds. In Coma Street.
That is correct, my lord.
Uthi sengifikile ke laphayana kumgwaqo uKoma ngo-8:52.
All right. There's a time. Sorry, my lord, this something. Yesterday you talked about Mujaji Street. I'm not sure whether you still remember.
Mujaji Street.
Mujaji Street.
My lord, I might have referenced it sometime. I cannot recall it now.
Usakhumbula izolo ukhuluma ngomujaji umgwaqo loyana uthi kunala mhlawumbe la ngiye ngawusho khona kodwa angikhumbuli kahle.
I'm still looking at my notes, but I'll try to assist you. The roundabout. The Circle Road roundabout.
Maybe if you can give me a time, sir,
Check the time for me. 1842. It's 1842. Yes, yeah, 1842 Coma Street. Morocco.
Yeah, I've got it, sir.
Uthi sengikhona lapho ngiyawubona lo mgwaqo okhuluma ngawo iKoma.
Okay. The coordinates for that place.
My lord, allow me to put it on the map.
Yes.
Uthi ithi ngiyibeke ke la kumfanekiso.
My lord, that is at the Morocco police station.
Lapho kuse police station yaseMoroka.
So this Coma Street, is it next to Kalima Street?
My lord, if we have a look at the map, there is Coma Street. It's the one that runs from Chris Honey Road. This M68 is the Chris Honey Road, and then Coma Street is the one that joins here at the circle.
Or Makalima Street?
Uthi la uKoma ke kula loya mgwaqo osuka ngale ngase Chris Honey ekuthi usibeka ku ngase police station yaseMoroka.
Makalima Street
yes.
is one of the streets adjacent to Morocco police station, my lord.
Uthi lo mgwaqo uMakhalima nawo useduze ubhekane nayo police station yaseMoroka.
Okay. So it also indicated that the vehicle was driving near Chris Hani Road, Dlamini, Soweto. Passes Mashloka Street, Pimville.
Mahloka Street was, the first reference to Mahloka Street, my lord, was at 1847.
uthi ke okokuqala uma sikhuluma ngeMahloka Street bekade ku 1847.
Yes. So my question actually relates to the position of the vehicle when it was actually leaving Soweto. Leaving Soweto through Chris Hani Road.
My lord, the vehicle was still in Chris Hani Road at 1847, and then it turned into, or went off Chris Hani into this Mahloka Road. Then it joined Mujaji.
Yes.
There's the Mujaji we're looking for. sir.
Judge. Yeah, correct.
It turned into Mujaji. From Mujaji, it then turned again into Mondoni Street.
Utnayo leya ndlela lebo libelo ukhuluma ngayo eMujaji kula indle imoto yayikade ihamba eMahloka futhi yangena ke eMujaji yabuya yangena kulo munye umgwaqo uMahotla.
Okay. Sorry. Sorry, my lord, for so before I conclude my cross-examination, there's an aspect that I just want to confirm with you through a reference to evidence of one of the witnesses of the court, state witnesses, about the event of the 24th of June 2020 at Boksburg Court. At Boksburg Court. Okay? Your evidence is that the motor vehicle was motionless on the 24th of June 2020.
That is correct, my lord.
Uthi ke iqiniso ubufakazi bami ngishilo ukuthi nge24 zika June leya moto yayikade ingahambi.
It reflects on the tracking records of that vehicle, my lord, that on the 22nd, the 23rd, and the 24th, that vehicle was in Benoni.
Iyabonisa futhi nokuthi le moto le i-Toyota Fortuner nge-22, 23 nange-24 zika June kunyaka 2020 yayikade ise-Benoni.
My lord, may I refer a witness to page 64 of the transcribed records, my lord?
Yes.
Sorry, my lord. Can you please read it out for me? Page 64 is open.
Page 64,
Yeah,
which part?
from the top to
Mrs. Mahloka, okay, in which car was the accused conveyed on the day when you took him to the Boksburg Magistrate Court? Interpreter, can you please repeat the question? I lost that last part. Mrs. Muhlolo, yes, Boksburg Magistrate Court, to and from. Mr. Jonathan, in the fortunate of the investigating officer, Sergeant Mokhane. Mrs. Muhlolo, on the 24th of June, when did you knock on duty? Did you knock on duty?
Yes, thank you, sir. That is fine.
Manje ke uthi awusifundele lephepha ekuthi izinto zakhona izinto ebezikade zikhulunywa nazi sezithaypiwe uyabuzwa ke uMrs. Mshololo. Apologies, I'm now reading it in English. My apologies, Miss Mshololo. Uyabuza uMrs. Mshololo ukuthi uhanjiswe ngayiphi imoto umangalelwa ukuya enkantolo yase Boksburg. Utoliki wabuza ukuthi ngicela uphinde loyo mbuzo angizwanga le ndawo yokugcina. Uyaphinda ke uMamshololo ukuthi yebo eBoksburg Magistrate Court ukuya nokubuya. Bese uMr. Jonathan yena wathi uhanjiswe ngeToyota ngeFortuner le eyaka phoyisa leli eliphenyayo uSergeant Mokhane.
Thank you, Madam. My Lord, I don't have further questions. I don't have further questions.
Okay, thanks. Yes, Mr. Baloi?
Just three aspects, my lord. Mr. Dupree, counsel for accused number 5, Mr. Munyeki, asked you about the times on the 19th of June 2020 when the vehicle departed Pretoria North Police Station, namely 2 minutes 05:02:10 on the 19th of June 2020.
Yes, my lord.
Ukuzile ke ummeli kaMangalelwa wesihlanu ngale moto njengoba yayikade ihamba ke nge-19 zika June ngo isikhathi i-05:02.
He also referred you to the time of arrival at Moroka Police Station, still on the 19th of June 2020 at 06:46 and 28 seconds.
That's correct, my lord.
Uthi yebo wangibuza futhi nangesikhathi esifike ngaso eMoroka bekade ku 46 minutes after u6.
What was thus the traveling time between the 2 points?
My lord, about an hour and 44 minutes.
Uthi isikhathi imoto isihambile lapho kungalingana nehora mhlawumbe nemizuzu emashumi amane nesithupha.
Would the GPS also be able to give an estimated traveling time between the 2 points?
My lord, this GPS in this vehicle is not. If we refer to a GPS in a car like we consumers use it, yes, but this one is not a. It's the functionality. It's a receiver. It's not the display type that we have. But yes, a vehicle a GPS would be able to tell you your estimated time of travel given road conditions.
Manje ke iGPS uma seyikuthi ingasetshenziswa ukubheka isikhathi ukusuka ngaleli yalanga ngaleso sikhathi ukuyofika lapha yana esiphoyiseni ingakwazi ukuthi ibonise isikhathi na uthi le ebekade isetshenziswa la akusiyona le ekwazi ukubonisa isikhathi kodwa iGPS ejwayelekile nje ingahle ikubonise isikhathi.
I mean, if you calculate it now, will you be able to get the estimated traveling time?
Now, if we have a GPS,
or on the same route?
if we have a GPS, we will be able to calculate it, but not now where I'm standing yet.
Uthi uma engabe singayithola iGPS singakwazi ukuthi siyibale imizuzu nehora namahora kodwa la ngime khona ngeke sikwazi ukuthi siyibale.
Then, counsel for accused number 5 I'm sorry, counsel for case number 1 and 2, still on the 19th of June 2020. Question 2 about the GPS unlock at 15:45 and 15 minutes. This near the old Procedural Road. 15:48 and 15 seconds.
Yes, my lord.
Ummeli kaMmangalelwa wokuqala uye wakubuza ngale GPS unlocked ebekade silaphayana emgaqweni i-old Procedural Road uthi yebo.
Just before the car went into a GPS unlock mode, on the 19th of June 2020 at 15:43 and 15 seconds, we see that it was traveling, the speed thereof is 15 kilometers per hour.
That is correct, my lord.
Uthi uma sibheka kahle lapho ibonisa ukuthi ngaphambi kokuthi ifike kulento ye GPS unlocked yona imoto yayikade ihamba ngesivinini seka 15, ispeed sakhona yayihamba nge-15 uthi yebo.
Then it goes into GPS unlock mode from 15:48 until 15:58 and 15 seconds. Thereafter, we see that it's recording a speed of 13 kilometers per hour.
That's correct, my lord.
Uthi ke ibese iya ingena ku GPS unlocked bese ke yona uma seyizoqhamuka seyikuthi ihamba ngespeed sika 13
And thereafter, 3 kilometers per hour.
Correct, my lord.
ngemva kwalokho yabonisa ke seyihamba ngespeed sika 3
Before it picks up speed to 54 kilometers per hour.
That's correct, my lord.
ngaphambi kokuthi ikhuphuleke ispeed sibe ku 54.
Now, those speeds, 15 kilometers per hour, 13 kilometers per hour, and 3 kilometers per hour, is it in any case indicative of the traffic conditions at the time?
My lord, like you referred earlier, you said it's one of the busiest streets in Soweto. Therefore, it could be, going by your judgment, that it could be.
Yabuza ke manje ubaba uBhaloyi ukuthi kungenzeka ukuthi lesi speed njengoba ibonisa u15 u13 u3 mhlawumbe ingahle ibonise ukuthi kade kune traffic uthi njengoba inkosi enkantolo bese seyishilo ngaphambilini ukuthi leyo umgaqo ukuthi unesiphithiphithi kakhulu kungenzeka ukuthi mhlawumbe kade kune traffic.
Is it possible to calculate the distance before the car went into a GPS unlock mode? That is now between 15:43 and 15 seconds. And when this car started recording speed again at 16:03 and 15 seconds, is it possible to calculate the distance covered during that period when the car went into GPS unlock mode?
My lord, yes, the system would allow me to calculate it as such. But just looking at the odometer, I would look at it, it's plus minus a kilometer, but allow me a moment to measure it.
Uthi-ke ungakwazi ukusibonelisela ukuthi imoto leyana yona ibekade ihambe isikhathi esingakanani noma indawo engakanani uthi uma ngiyibheka la ngingakwazi ukuthi ngiyenze ngemva kokuthi sengithole isikhathi.
My lord, it is in fact very, very close to a kilometer. Just roughly measuring it, it's 938 meters by rough calculation. So the odometer of the tracking system reporting it as a kilometer would then be a fair distance to report as a kilometer, my lord.
Uthi-ke ingaphansi nje kwekilometer le ndawo ukuthi imoto ihambile njengoba yayikade yenze leya GPS unlock.
Now, given that distance and the speeds that you've just referred to, 3 kilometers, 15 kilometers, what would your comment be regarding distance and the speed?
My lord, obviously the vehicle speed indicative of something in the road making it travel at slow speeds.
ukuthi ke makubheka ispeed lesi imoto ekade ihamba ngaso yena ubona ukuthi kunento ebekade ivikela ukuthi imoto igcine sehamba ngalesi speed.
Thank you, my lord.
Thanks. Okay, thanks ever so much.
It's a pleasure, my lord.
Thanks. Enige verwantskap met die legendarische Freek de Pre?
Ongelukkig nie.
Yeah, the spade. Because when I started following him and Johnny Engelbrecht and the others in the WPC, he was my favorite player.
Men of age.
You don't play rugby, do you?
My lord, it will break me.
I'm looking at your body. You can't take the knocks.
No, I've had enough not to laugh.
Okay. Thanks ever so much.
Thanks, my lord.
Ekugcineni ke uqedile ungoti ngobufakazi bakhe inkantolo iyambonga.
Yes, Mr. Baloyi.
Inkantolo izekhuluma nangezinye nje
Adjourn until Monday.
Monday.
For the continuation of the
Okay. Let's adjourn until Monday.
manje ke sobuya ngomsombuluko asukubeni